The Predator was directed by Shane Black. He was an actor in the original Predator. He played Rick Hawkins, I believe, in that movie. And this is going to be a spoiler-free review because this is still in theaters where I am. I'm going to give it the same respect as some of the other movies on this channel, spoiler-free. So this will be a generic talk of the movie. I'm going to talk about very quickly the things I liked. I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack of this movie was very well done. It was great to hear. All the performances in this movie were very well done. Every actor did their role perfectly fine. I believe they did exactly what the script called for. It was a very functional cast, and they did very well. This director, Shane Black, I have not seen any of his other projects other than the original Predator. I don't know if he's done any other directorial work. I haven't looked into him very much, but he seemed to do well with this movie. And I already mentioned that this is not a sequel to the original Predator movies. To everybody that I saw it with, to everybody that I know, I've said that. And I'll say it again. This is a totally separate project from the original Predators. It is Shane Black's vision. This movie, I had a very similar reaction to it when I heard it was coming out as I did for Blade Runner 2049. When I heard they were making Blade Runner 2049 a sequel to the original Blade Runner, I thought, no, stay away from it, leave it alone. I didn't want it to get wrecked. I didn't want it to get destroyed. I didn't want a sequel to wreck it. So when I heard this was not a sequel, it lightened my heart a little bit. I was not a fan of the original Predator. I liked it. It was a functional movie, but I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't want to go out and get a Predator figure or anything. It was just okay. I could have it in the background. It was fine. This movie functioned as a comedy, I think by accident. There were a lot of moments in this movie, without going into spoilers, that are very comedically timed, and you can tell, oh yeah, I'm supposed to laugh there. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be funny. And I'm a big believer in the fact that if you have a more violent movie that has more comedic moments in it, you're gonna reach a wider audience. For example, if the Avengers had no funny moments in it at all, if it didn't have anything in it that someone could laugh at or that was comedic, I don't think as many younger people, like under the age of 10, would be taken to the theater by their parents. I personally feel that way. I feel that if a movie has more lighthearted moments in it, it's more approachable. And I feel that way towards this movie. I enjoyed it. It's not a particularly horribly gory movie. It's not a movie that is very violent, but it's just a movie that's unexpected. And I'm not going to spoil it. I would recommend it. It's got a great soundtrack. All the actors did fine. It's very well directed. It looks great. The Predator himself, no spoilers, he looks fine. It looks like it was a costume. It looks like everything was fine. It's very well done. This movie is good. From start to finish, it doesn't feel too long. It doesn't feel too short. If there was an extended cut, I would see it. But this movie's perfectly functional, and I don't feel there's a need for a sequel either. It justifies itself, and it's a very well done movie. And it's not something that I'm going to tell everybody you have to see, because you don't. It's a good movie. I'm probably going to end up owning it. I would like to, because I would like to see it again, and I want to watch it with some people that I know. This is a good movie. It deserves your time. It deserves your respect. It deserves the attention. And this movie is not going to get as recognized as it probably should because it's The Predator. I don't think it's going to get as wide of an audience as it should, but this movie could have been an animated movie. I've said this to a couple of different people. It could have been an animated movie just because of how comedically timed a lot of the moments were. And I'm not going to say all the comedic moments landed, because they didn't. Some of it did not land. Some of it was not that great. But the movie kept me invested. It was a very good adventure movie. It was a movie that made me wonder what was going to happen next. It was a movie that surprised me pleasantly. And I will gladly see it again, either in theaters or when it comes out. I'm on DVD, I look forward to it. Thank you very much for watching this. This movie gets a 7 out of 10 from me. It's a well done movie. Go and see it. It gets my recommendation. Thank you so very much for watching. Check out my other movie reviews. If you have an opinion about this movie, leave it in the comments below. Let me know. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to review. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day. Take care.